Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, Renee's Insights, and today's pick a card reading is going to be what's your best qualities. So my lovelies, what I want you to do is take a look at these two tarot decks. Which tarot deck do you feel more drawn to? If you feel that you need more time, then pause this video. If not, let's get into it, and your pile will be timestamped in the comments below. If you like the messages, then please like this video, and thanking you for being here. Hey pile one, so if you guys chose the Witches Tarot deck, let's get into it and see what the messages are for you guys. So, what are pile one's best qualities? What are pile one's best qualities, please? I just heard you know how to hold a secret. Very trustworthy, aren't you? People may come to you telling you their deepest secrets. Secrets that they possibly take to their grave. Also, they told themselves, but there's something about you. You're very trustworthy, loyal. Mum's the word I just heard. Hermit. Very wise individual you are, aren't you? You see the thing with the hermit, as you can see, there's a lot of mountains around him, right? And mountains in tarot represent challenges. Okay, climbing up a mountain is not going to be all shits and giggles. No, it's going to be a real rough, challenging time. So some of you, you've gone through the dark night of the soul. You've experienced many life lessons along the way. And those life lessons you could teach others. I don't even know if you guys are a teacher, mentor, or just overall, there's something attached to the life lessons that you've gone through. Whatever the case may be, it's definitely memories and lessons that will be imprinted in your mind, your memory bank. That's for sure. That now you come from a place of wisdom, you can pass and share that wisdom with others. There's a lot of awareness when it comes to you, but you've had to have that awareness, gain that awareness by going through a really dark time. You know, one of your best qualities also is you're a loner, but a popular loner. You know, you're very comfortable in your own skin. You are someone who likes your own company. You don't need anyone and everyone around you. You know how some people are, they always need to be in people's energies. It's like people can't sit with themselves. Not with you. Not with you. It's given an energy, yeah, I'm on my own, but I don't feel alone. That's what I'm getting here, guys. So that's a very good quality to have, that you're content within yourself. And you don't need anyone to fill a void, basically. I just heard social battery. So there's something about your social battery that may get really low. When you do socialize with people, it's like, oh gosh, I need about three days a week to recover. That's what pile one out there. Let's continue. The Temperance in the reverse. Tell me more about that Temperance in the reverse. The Fool. What's that Fool about? The Two of Swords. Oh, I just got a really specific message in my head. Some of you may like to travel, or you may not be a person that likes to plan things, right? You just go with the flow. So hypothetically talking, it's a sunny day and you're like, I'm going to go to the beach today, right? Usually you would have to plan that, right? Okay, this is the beach we're going to go, the time we're going to go. Let's like create a WhatsApp group. No, you're just like, you wake up, open the curtains, I'm gone. And I'm also getting that you may have people in your energy that like hype you up. Yeah, I'm coming. And these people may just say things in the moment, like they like the idea, but they don't actually put it into practice. So whether that's actually like you want to go on holiday and people have let you down. You know, you're someone that's like, I mean it. If I want to go somewhere, I want to go. And it's like, even though these people may disappoint you where they don't actually go and tag along with you, you don't sit around moping around, like, oh, I can't go now. You're going on your own, period. You're like, okay, we'll see. I'll have a good time on my own. And this is where it all links into the hermit. You're a popular loner. You're very free and liberated in who you are as well. That's one of your best qualities. Not a lot of people are content and can be their authentic self, but I feel like you are in that energy now due to, like I keep saying, all the darkness that you've been through. You've gone through a lot of reflection, self-reflection. For part one out there, there's something to do with addictions. And I'm really getting that some of you may have battled issues with eating. So whether I just heard a plus size. So I don't know if some of you guys were having issues with obesity, or it could be the other end of the spectrum where you were really petite and you were finding it hard to maintain your weight. But there's definitely something that you used to do too much of where you finally had a breakthrough. So as I said, temperance in reverse is like, that's something's off. You're doing too much of something. And it's really given an energy of addictions, eating, whether you've managed your weight, you've lost a significant amount of weight, or you've put on weight, or if it was drink, alcohol, food, whatever the case may be. It's like you've seen the cause of it, you've identified it, you've re-identified it, and you've put it into practice. So congratulations to you if that's your story. I'm really proud of you, whoever that is. Some of you may have Virgo, Sagittarius, and I've got Aquarius here, Libra moon. What else is pole one's qualities, please? Their best qualities. 10 of Wands. 5 of Pentacles. I just heard, I'm not a victim, I'm a survivor. Good for you. 5 of Cups. Oh, I'm getting a lot of chills in this reading. Oh, goodness, guys. We have the 4 of Swords. Yeah, I'm really picking up energy for, if you chose pole 1, there is something about an introverted energy, but you're not pressed about it. Like, I'm content being on my own. Maybe at times you did experience loneliness, but I feel like your mindset has changed, as I said in the beginning of this reading. I feel like also what your best qualities are is when you're going under a lot of stress, you could be someone who is solely responsible for a lot of responsibilities. So whether you're a single parent, a carer, or just overall, when you know how life is, sometimes it can get really stressful when we have to take on more than what we anticipated. And I feel like you are someone who will never put your burdens on someone else. It's like, these are my responsibilities and I'm going to take ownership and responsibility for them. Okay. I don't feel like you are someone who likes asking for help. Mm. You know what I'm also getting here, pile 1, is, remember what I channeled as I was shuffling out the cards, right? When I heard I'm not a victim. Now, some of you could, I just heard foster care. So remember, some of these are channeled messages. If it doesn't resonate, just let it go. But I'm hearing foster care, child neglect, even child abuse, possibly abandoned from a parent, whether it's a mother or a father. It's like, I'm not a victim of those circumstances. Yes, I've gone through these really challenging times and changes in my life. For some of you, it could even be a passing where I'm sending my condolences. I feel like you are someone who has been tested along the way. And what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? And this is where, again, it's linking back to that hermit, because you've gone through so many changes and challenges in your life that all of this entwined in one, it's led to wisdom here. So instead of you moping around, I'm not saying that you haven't. Yeah, you've mourned, you've grieved, but you haven't stayed in those energies. You've set yourself free. One of your best quality traits is accountability. Not a lot of people can take accountability, especially when it comes to their role in a situation. Okay. So there is something that you have gone through that I feel really disappointed you. For some of you, you also may have abandonment issues that you've done the inner work, the shadow work on. That's another message. But I feel like you are someone who, as I said, you've taken accountability for your part. If it's even a breakup, that's for some of you. It could be just a breakup. But whatever the case may be, it's like part of your healing, you had to face your wounds and look at self. And that can be a really hard pill to swallow, looking at self, looking at your wrongdoings. So that's another best quality that you have, that you're able to own up to your wrongdoings, whatever these situations may mean for you. What's at the bottom of the deck? The King of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like one of your best qualities is that you are someone who cannot be triggered. So if there's people that may come to you that are imbalanced, that, say for instance, could be low vibrational, is all about fighting, drama, conflict, and all of that jazz. It can work two ways. It's either with the King of Cups, you can't be moved out of the position where you are calm, cool, collective, or if there are people that are fussing and fighting, you're the mediator. You're the one who can calm down the situation and make people see things from a logical standpoint. I would say, even though the King of Cups is about emotions, I'm really getting logically. You make people see things like, just take your emotions out of the situation for a moment and see things from a logical standpoint. I'm also getting here that you are someone who stays committed to things, very loyal person you are. I feel like you're a really good friend. I don't know if some of you are counselors, teachers, healers. That's for some of you. You may actually do that in your line of work. You don't have to. But I just feel like overall you're someone who stays on course. You commit. Once you commit, you commit. You take that shit seriously, whether it's your career, a relationship, friendships. You're all about loyalty, period. And even when it comes to your career, say if you're working on a project, or if you're like an online creator, and I don't know where this is going, there's something about that your journey, especially when it comes to career, that yeah, you don't see the results straight away, but it doesn't put you off, and it doesn't make you be in the energy of, okay, I'm not seeing the results I want to, I'm going to give up. No, you'll stay on course regardless of how slow the pace is going. The slow one wins the race, right? There's definitely something about your energy that's very comforting, pile one. Giving others emotional support. Very empathetic individual you are. Genuinely cares about people's feelings. I like that. Oh, King of Swords. And what was I just saying? Seeing things from a logical standpoint. And here we have it. Some of you may have Aquarius in your chart. You have a gift of discernment, which not many have. You know how to read a room, don't you? Uh-huh. Yes, yes, yes. What's that justice about? The world. I feel like also one of your qualities is, as I said, something to do with discernment. You know how to judge a situation or people very well. And you also know how to judge a situation. When it's time for me to bounce and leave out of a situation, it's time for me to leave. I'm not going to overstay my welcome here. That's what I'm getting, whether it's work, a friendship, a loving relationship. If something is not making you happy, you're making that final decision and you're walking away, because there's something about your energy. It's very optimistic. Like, life is too short. It's really giving that vibes. Like, I'm here on earth. We only live once. So why am I then going to spend the remaining of my years and months, or whatever the case may be, where I can either create happy memories for myself or remain in an unhappy situation where I could potentially waste time and years. Some of you, maybe you were in that situation in the past and now you have a different outlook, perspective of life, where it's just like, I'm going to do things in the moment. Life is too short, you know? Again, you've gone through many experiences for you to gain that wisdom now. What's this justice to the world, please? Two of Cups, the Sun in the reverse, the Nine of Wands, Death in the reverse, and we have the Devil. Yeah, it's definitely something to do with things that don't make you happy. And I really do feel it's something to do with partnerships. And Two of Cups can mean anything. So whether it's a relationship with your parents, siblings, friends, co-workers, a boss, whatever the case may be, it's really giving an energy that you've been in that position before, where you've overstayed your welcome in a situation. Now it's like, no, I'm not gonna flog a dead horse. I'm not gonna make myself weary and tired. You're a protector as well. I feel like whoever comes in your life, whether it's a loving relationship or friendship or a work situation, I just heard you'll be a good asset to someone in the company. Some of you, let's go back to career here. There's something about your energy. You're a very deep thinker. You thoroughly look at things. You analyze things before. So, say if it's a work situation, I don't know if you work with numbers or spreadsheets, whatever the case, or your speaker. Just period. I feel like you are someone who looks looks through things. So if it's contracts or someone tells you to sign things, it's like, you know what they say, like, read the imprint. You'll read that whole shit. You know, some people are like, oh yeah, I'll just sign it, and they don't even know what they're signing. There's something about you, like, before you enter in contracts. And I'm also getting out of work as well, that you'll analyze, you'll be in deep thought before you make that decision, because you are someone who, you also stand by your word as well. That's a good quality to have. You know, you don't say one thing today and then next thing tomorrow. Once you mean something, you mean it. And that can be in whether someone likes it or they don't. You said what you said, you ain't going back on it. And I feel like you're also a very honest communicator. You know, the King of Swords, they don't have empathy in their communication, but it's their truth. Okay. So I feel like there's something attached to your communication. Sometimes, yeah, it may upset people, because there's something about you that you give honest criticism. Um, Not honest criticism, that's not the word, constructive criticism, I beg your pardon. And so people may genuinely ask for your opinion, whether it's actually in work or out of work. And it's like, when you do, they get all defensive about it, which I don't feel makes you feel good. But then it's like a catch-22 situation. They ask for your advice, you give it, and then they get in their feelings over it. And I feel like you should always remain in that energy, you know? Very authentic person, very authentic. But I'm really getting, there's something about you always studying people, studying the room. To say if you go out to a party or you're in a new environment, like you're analyzing whilst you're talking, you're like scanning the room. That's what I'm getting here. Uh, I like this energy. I really do like this energy, pole one. Again, with that Nine of Wands here, I really do feel like you are someone who perseveres through things. Oh, yeah, you've definitely been tested, haven't you? Oh, honey, you've gone through the trenches, but here you are standing. Praise God. And I feel like you are someone who, um, you're a fighter. You've got this fighting energy. I just heard cancer in my head. So some of you could be a cancer survivor, or you've survived something that, my goodness, it's just made you into a stronger person. And there's always something that's happened in your life, one thing after another. I was like, oh my God, when am I going to catch a break? And there's times possibly where you wanted to give up. You know, there's times when the situation possibly put you in depression because you just felt like things were just like a domino effect in your life. Like you weren't having a breakthrough. I feel like you are, by the way. That's a whole different side note with that justice there. There is good karma coming out of this situation now where you're going to feel like, oh my gosh, finally, I feel content and I can breathe. And if you are still in that energy, continue to keep pushing. Continue to keep pushing. The universe is testing you. And look at all that light behind her. I just noticed that as well. You can't see it because your back is turned and you're facing all these battles right now. But there is going to be happiness out of this situation. So hold on to the faith, okay? And if you are on the other side here, congratulations to you. Congratulations. You've had to fight your way through life. That's what I'm getting. Nothing's ever been easy for you. And life isn't easy, right? But I feel like with you, you've never had it easy. And you've remained humble. You've remained humble throughout this situation, these lessons, experiences, the losses, the upset, the lack. I don't even know, some of you experienced homelessness at one point as well. That's for some of you. And you've turned your life around. Amazing. You're very headstrong. Very headstrong. Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. I would say that lastly, your good traits is your homebody, aren't you? That's for some of you. And really, again, keep getting a extroverted energy here. I feel like you're a really good host. You make people comfy. You know, if people come around, it's like you possibly cook them a nice meal. You make them feel at home. You make them feel at home. And I feel like also you take pride in your home. I know some of you have OCD. That's for some of you. But there's something about your energy, very nurturing, very down to earth, realist, practical, grounded, very responsible individual. You could be the eldest in your friendship group. Some of you could be mothers or fathers. There's something about your energy that you're the one that always nurtures others. Whether it's in a friendship group, like I said, you could be a mother. Obviously, you got to nurture your children, right? But I'm really getting, if you're not a parent, there is something about your energy where people just always want to come around your home or can I come and see you? And it's like because you genuinely make them feel at home. I know some of you may be confused, like, I'm not so sure. I'm busy. I know some of you make excuses, but it's because genuinely people are drawn to you because of your nurturing traits. You're a really loving person. Very intuitive individual as well. I could be talking to someone who's highly intuitive. So, Three of Wands. Let's close your reading. What's that about? Queen of Wands. And we have the Magician. What's that Magician about? Knight of Swords. You know how to maneuver very quickly out of situations. Very quick-witted. So it's like, you know, if people come towards you trying to challenge you, you'll challenge them back. Absolutely. You know exactly what you're talking about. No one can pull the wool over your eyes. I'm really getting that energy. You know what I'm also getting, part one? Anyone can throw you in a group And it's like you know how to communicate with different folks. That's what I'm getting here. It's like, I don't know, some of you have Gemini in your chart, but there's something about your energy that you can have a conversation, something about small talk here. These people may not be individuals that you have common interests. So say if you go to a work function or you go to a party where you don't know the people, there will be something that you can find that you can have a conversation with that person. That's what I'm getting. Especially if you go somewhere and you see someone on their own and it's like, oh, I don't like seeing that person left out. Let me go and chat to them, you know? You know, you're very bubbly. Something about your personality is very loud, but in the next breath, you like to be left alone. There's something about you. When you go out, you go out. You do the most. And it's like that's also why people may want to be around you, because they get snippets of you. They don't get all of you, but it's like you being in that energy, it does make your social battery go completely on a low, where people won't see you for a while, and then it's like, hey, she's back or he's back, and it's like you're the life and soul of the party. That's what I'm getting here. I just heard dancing in my head, so I don't know if you're the first one that goes on the dance floor. You know, you may have people that, you know, when you go to like a nightclub or somewhere and like people are always hanging out in the corner and it's like, what are you doing? You came here to dance. That's why the music's playing. Hello. And it's like, you don't care. It's like, you're going out, you're partying, you're having a good time, you know. I'm really getting energy, something to do with socializing. Where, as I said, you know how to start a conversation, whether you have interest or not. You got that gift of the gab, honey. So that is what I have, guys. It was a pleasure reading for you. And thank you for being here. If it resonated, then click the like button and subscribe. Bye bye. Part two. Hello, my lovelies. So if you guys chose the tarot or vampires, let's get into your reading. And I hope you guys enjoy the messages. Pile two. Messages for pile two, please. What are pile two's best qualities? I just heard I'm not a sheep. So you don't follow the crowd, trends. You're your own boss. You follow the own sound to your trumpet or horn, whatever the case may be. It's like, I'm going this way and people can look at me like I've got four heads and look at me sideways like, what are you doing? So whether it's like you want to follow your dreams, your aspirations, and people may not understand your angle, it's like, well, I'm not doing it for you to understand. I'm doing it for me. It's really giving an energy here of where you really do not give a beep of people's opinions. You're too headstrong in that sense. Really confident energy I'm getting from you guys. Some of you may have Leo in your chart. You don't have to. I really like that. Really like that. And then I'm really getting that when you do actually take the lead of things, you may notice that you get a lot of copycats. People trying to copy your flows. Like, no. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, I just heard baby face in my head. So some of you, if you're a mature person watching this reading, you could be like in your late 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. I'm not getting 20s. No. I'm talking to a collective who, like I said, at a really mature age. But people may not actually believe how old you are. So like first encounter, you meet someone, how old are you? I'm 40. Shut up. No, seriously, how old are you? I'm being serious. I'm 40. And it's like people may want to know what the trick is. I just heard the trick. What's the trick? There is no trick. I just think it's, you're blessed, honey. You're blessed and it's in your genes. That's what I'm getting here. I just heard wrinkles. I don't know if these are people that, you know, their skin's starting to change and they want to know what skincare you use. Maybe it is good skincare. You look after your skin really well, but I'm more swayed to genes here. Justice. I know some of you are into gaming. Because I just heard Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Where the hell did that come from? I don't know if some of you are actually into martial arts. You do that as a hobby. That's a whole different message. I don't know where that's coming from. But there's something about your energy, very protective energy. I feel like that's one of your qualities. You know, you have people's backs. Mm-hmm. It's definitely something to do with if someone's in a situation, it's like, I've got your corner. Very loyal, honest person you are. And yeah, fighting in people's corners. These could be people that's always got some form of drama going on in their life. That's for some of you. But I'm just overall getting period that you are someone who will defend someone's corner. If they're in a situation, you're there. You're one call away, I just heard. Two of Cups, yeah. And I don't feel like you're just like this with any Tom, Dick, and Harry. No, these are people that you are really compatible with, friends, even a bestie. Really getting a friendship here. You know what I'm getting with you? Your best qualities is that, say, if you have an argument with someone, right, whoever this person is, right, because the Two of Cups is two people that have a mutual feeling, and it can be anyone, all right? Your mother, your father, your aunt, uncle, niece, nephew, lover, whatever the case may be, right? If you find yourself arguing with someone that you really care about, because that's what will tend to happen, as much as you may be really close to someone, they know your flaws as well as you know theirs, right? And you will know how to rub each other up the wrong way. So if an argument takes place, you don't like to drag that shit out. Like, okay, I'm not in this, no contact. Let's not talk for 2 weeks going into months. No, we've argued and let's sort that situation out now. You know, it's like you don't like to prolong things. And you're not someone who gets in your ego. Like if you know that you're in the wrong, you'll say, I'm sorry. You know, you will take accountability for your part. You'll own up to your shit as an adult should. What else? For pile two's best qualities, Seven of Wands. Yeah, there's definitely something to do with a protective energy about you. You definitely fight people's corner. Very, very protective friend. Absolutely. Queen of Swords, the Devil. Some of you, what signs have we got here so far? Libra, heavy Libra, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sag, Virgo, Nine of Pentacles. I feel like you also can give good business advice as well. If you are someone who already has your own business, it's like, not only that, I just feel like in companies, right? You know how some people are, and I've seen this myself, where people keep all their knowledge to themselves, and it's like, no, you share your knowledge so you can teach other people. And some people just weird, it's an ego thing, right? Where they just want to keep all their ideas to themselves. It's like, no, I want to help you learn and you grow your business as well. Oh, I really like that, guys. It's like you always want other people to thrive and see them win as well. You're not a hater. You want people to be winning as much as you are winning as well. So, as I said, whether you have your own business, you've planted your seeds, you've seen your business go through highs and lows, and it looks like you are in a really good position with your business. So congratulations to you. If you are a business owner, others of you just within a company, that you're doing really well. Either way, you are someone that I feel you give advice, practical advice as well. But again, I don't feel like this is with anyone and everyone. There's something about certain relationships that you will protect, look out for. Give them love, kindness, generosity. I just heard a friend for life. So yeah, you're literally a friend for life. Once that certain person in your life that you feel like, yeah, we bond, they got you and you got them. But again, I don't feel like you are a person that will put yourself in positions if you know it's not mutual. It's got to work both ways in that partnership. Okay. I feel like also what your best qualities is that you're a straight talker. You don't mince your words. Not that Queen of Swords there. You say it as it is. It's black or white. There's no shades of color in your communication. You know. very honest, and you expect honesty back. Definitely something to do with honesty here. You don't like liars. That shit will piss you off. And I feel like also you can spot a liar straight away, whether these are people close to you. Say, for instance, if someone in your life is having a bad day and you're like, what's wrong? Nothing. I can tell something's wrong. You can just instantly spot when someone's lying, when someone's not feeling their greatest. Deception or not, you are someone who knows how to use your discernment very well. But I'm more getting something to do with verbal here with you. You communicate very straight to the point, and it's like you either like it or you lump it. That's why I'm getting with you. You know, some of you, your words can be very cutthroat. That's how people may see it as. But I just feel like you ain't got time to be faffing about and, you know, going around the houses. No, it's just like, let's just get straight to the point and address this situation. So this could be also in your work life as well. You know, if there's, I feel like you're a really good problem solver as well. Very good with coming up with ideas. Okay, this is the issue. How are we going to get from A to B? Let's not waste no time. Go, 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 go. I'm really getting that energy with you guys. Tell me more about this Four of Pentacles. Also, one of your best qualities is you know how to save your money. You know, you're really practical when it comes to your money. I don't feel like you are someone who, you know, holds tightly onto your money all day, every day, and you don't spend. You find the balance. Also, you're really humble. So if you are someone who is a business owner or you do really well in your career within a company, I don't feel like you will rub it in people's faces. It's like, you know, you may earn a lot of money, but you don't wear it. Let's put it that way. You know how some people are, they can be flashy, wearing the designer, Gucci, all of that jazz. And it's like, no, I'm just happy wearing a t-shirt and jeans. You know, you're really humble with that in that respect. And something's really telling me that you're quite practical because you're just not a flashy person, but also you're quite mindful because there's people around you that may not be as fortunate as you. So you, like I said, you don't want to come across like you're smuggish and you're rubbing it in their faces when it comes to your successes. But I'm really getting the energy of where you money moves. When it comes to your money moves, you very smart here. And this is possibly why you are the way you are right now. So Nine of Pentacles also is like, I don't know if you've purchased your first home or something about a big purchase here. You've got in that position because over a period of years, I'm getting years where you've invested money consistent. Even when you've had days of being broke, it's like, no, I've got to put that certain percentage in that savings bank account because I have it in my mind's eye that I want to have my own business or I want to make that first big purchase. So congratulations to you, whatever that big purchase is or is going to be. There's collectives that's already made it. They've saved over a period of years and they've hit that milestone, whatever the case may be. And there's other you that's still saving to get to that end goal. Either way, you're both going to get to that finishing line. And I feel like there has been times where you have had days where it's like, oh, there's been more rainy days. I don't know. There's been more days where you've been struggling financially, other days not so, but you still committed and put that money aside. Like I said, you haven't changed that position. You stuck to it. Consistency. Definitely something about you being a loyal friend here with that Page of Pentacles. I feel like you are the reliable, the responsible friend. You may have friends in your life or family members, whoever these people who are dearest and close to you. You may feel like their actions can be quite impulsive, and you're the person that's like you have to ground them, make them see things from a practical point of view. Um, So yeah, as much as you may feel compatible to these people or particular person in your life and you love them, you try to lead them in the pathway where it's like, choose your battles. That's the energy that I'm getting. You may have people in your life that instantly they want to fight, or whether they have anger issues, or like I said, they're quite impulsive, and it's like, let's be practical about it. Is it really worth fighting and beefing over this situation? So you're able to change people's perspective, but as I said, it's something to do with logic and seeing things from a practical point of view, where you make people change their mind and take their emotions out of the situation. Okay, we have the Ten of Swords and we have the Hierophant. Tell me more about that Hierophant, please. The Four of Wands. Very traditional person, aren't you? Once you commit, you dedicate. You take your vows very seriously, whether you're in a marriage or whatever you commit to, a situation, a person, whatever the case may be. Once you commit, you are here to stay. I know some of you help in your community. So whether it's like homeless shelters, because the Hierophant, I'm just looking like that looks like a church there. There's something about helping the less fortunate. So whether it's you, when you sort your clothes out, you bring it to a church or a mosque, or I don't know, or a shelter. Or there's certain occasions where you actually, so say around Christmas time, the festive season, I don't know if you even take a child with you. So where's this going? There's something about a pile two out there that may have a child, or if you do this on your own, but there's something about showing others, and I'm really getting a child here. It's like, yeah, we may have it all, but I want you to, it's like you may ground them. Like if you want something, you have to work for it. I'm not just going to hand you all the niceties. You still need to go to uni, go to college, get your degrees, or whatever the case may be. There's something about you set these values, these morals, these beliefs in your children to keep them grounded and humble so they don't take things for granted. Because it's so easy, right? Especially like, say, for instance, in the music industry and rappers, and it's so easy to get caught up in that. And I'm really getting like, there could be a parent out there that is grounding a child from time to time or all the time with your values. And it doesn't have to be like taking them to a shelter. That's a channeled message. Only take the messages that resonate for you. But it's definitely something to do with you just possibly implementing your values into them. Some of you may have a child who has Earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or you are an Earth sign. I'm really getting something to do with charity work and community. That's really inspiring. I like that. I feel like also you are someone who has been betrayed. You have been at rock bottom at one point in your life. You are someone that could have been married in the past or in a high level of commitment. It's like you turned your pain into a gain. Possibly had to start from scratch, especially financially. What else are pile twos? Best qualities. Yeah, I mean, the Emperor, there is definitely something about your energy. It's very protective. And you make decisions not only for yourself, but others around you. You're not a selfish individual, especially if you are a parent. I feel like you know how to find the balance. Let me tell you, if you are a parent, your children know not to play with you, not with that Emperor there. They know, like, all you have to do is give the stare. You don't need to shout from the rooftops, get hysterical. They just know. Your presence alone says it all. Or if you are someone who is a businessman with that Emperor, or a businesswoman, there is something about your presence. It can be quite intimidating. I'm just saying. Just saying, like, people can be quite intimidated by you, but in the next breath, they know not to fuck with you. They know. It's like something about respect on your name, but it's earned with the emperor. The emperor is the ruler, the king of all kings. Again, something about you in a powerful energy, but you've gone through so much heartbreak and pain, suffering, and you've turned that pain into power. What else are part twos? Why do I keep saying part two? Goodness. Pile two. Pile two's best qualities. The lovers. Three of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. What's that Knight of Pentacles about? Five of Pentacles. Yeah, there is definitely something about helping the less fortunate here. Really getting that strongly. Something charitable here. Or helping people that are on... Something about you helping people that are either less fortunate than you or is a work in progress here. I feel like also what your best quality is mediator. You're someone that's, you won't take both sides. You won't take that person's side, but you won't take the other side either. You're not someone that sits on the fence. No, but you're able to see both perspectives, and it's like, okay, I hear you and I hear you. This is how we can compromise, whether it's actually you mediating with two people, or when you find yourself in a situation where things are quite difficult in a connection, you're able to understand and hear that person out. So you're not someone who will shout and talk over that person. You'll hear what they have to say, but you're like, okay, can I talk now? Okay, I heard you. Let me talk now. And it's like, okay, let's work through those differences. I just heard Libra in my head, so I don't know if some of you may have strong Libra placements, because there's something about your energy. It's very balanced and fair. And again, I do not feel this is for you being constantly in these energies. I feel like it's more based in people in your life who you feel deeply connected to, with that Lovers to the Two of Cups. These are people that you genuinely love, you feel connected to, you feel there's compatibility, friendship, family, love, whatever the case may be. I feel like also it could be work as well, because we do have the Knight of Pentacles to the Three of Pentacles. So I feel like when it comes to meetings, people always look at you. So again, I don't know if you are actually a manager, you make actually important decisions. If you're not, it's just like there's something about teamwork meetings here, discussing things, projects, and it's like things are suggested, and you may see all eyes on you, like people look at you, and it's like, why are you not looking at me? And they're looking at you because they see you as the most sensible one. With that Knight of Pentacles there, they also may see you as one because you're the one that's been there for the longest. So you know things. Again, what was I saying? There is something about your knowledge, your loyalty in a workplace setting here, that people see that you're the one with the ideas, you're the one with the knowledge, and you feed people knowledge. And I don't feel like these are people that want to steal your ideas. No, they genuinely feel like you are someone who's really intelligent, and they feel like those ideas can bring, it's like, okay, we're here now in A, how are we going to get from A to B to C? But I do feel like there could be one person that can be quite defensive in revealing their ideas in the situation. It's like, there's something definitely to do with a defensive energy with working with people, but you manage to smooth that energy out. So if you leave that meeting, it's like, okay, it was quite challenging, but we got there. So like I said, this could be out of work and in work as well. I feel like also one of your best qualities is like you don't like staying stuck as well. It's interesting. Once you have a personal goal, and saving could have been one of them, or just anything personally that you want to achieve in, you'll commit to it. But once you achieve it, it's like, okay, next. You're not going to stay complacent. You don't like to get, it's like you like to get comfortable, but not too comfortable where your growth is being blocked in that sense. Five of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. Very specific message, but you may have a maternal figure in spirit that's watching over you. My guides wanted me to pass on that message. The Five of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, the Sun, and the King of Swords. Some of you may have Leo or Aquarius, be an Aquarius Sun, or you may have Leo Aquarius in your chart, like a Leo Sun, Aquarius Rising, or Aquarius Moon, whatever the case may be. Let's not get too technical in signs. If this is your story, this is your story, honey. Again, King of Wands. It's just going throughout this reading. I feel like you're really strong in your masculine energy, whether you're a man or you're a woman. I feel like you could more resonate being in your masculine energy, whether it's a case of whether you're a single parent or you're just in this energy where you feel really confident within yourself. I don't feel like you are someone who is, if you do work under people where they give you orders, I don't feel like you're meant to be there. No, 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 no. I feel like you are someone that's meant to be giving the orders, period. You're too intelligent to be under people, and you have the skills and the abilities to put things into action. So that's a food for thought. If you are someone who's working under people, I feel like you're meant to be a business owner, or if working within a company, you're meant to be up there. Okay, so I don't know if some of you are students, because we do have the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles. You could be a work in progress at this moment of time. So stay on course, because I feel like you will gain the necessary skills and accolades to finally get an Emperor energy. Okay, whether you're intern, student, or you're starting somewhere. Also, you're not afraid to start new things as well. Like, you're not afraid to step out of your comfort zone. If you have a vision and you're inspired by something with that King of Wands, you're going for it. You're really confident in your visions, your passions. I feel like due to the loss in your life as well, my lovely, what's come out of it is gratitude. I'm getting something to do with gratitude here. And I don't know if this is linked to a passing. I'm really getting something about gratitude and being thankful for the things that you have and not chasing for things that you didn't have. Strength, Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups. You love deep. That's also what your best qualities are. You have a really loyal heart. Once you love someone, you love them deeply, wholeheartedly. I heard Valentine's Day in my head. So, when it comes to like people's birthdays, Valentine's Day, if it's romantic, or dates, like you put in so much thought into it. I just heard cards. So, when you like buy a birthday card, or it doesn't even have to be an occasion. Maybe you just want to let that person know, like, I appreciate you, I love you. I feel like you put in a lot of thought into it when it comes to romantic gestures. And also, you are someone who is not afraid to show someone that you love them. You're not avoidant in that sense. It's like, if I love you, I'm going to own it. I love you. And I'm going to show you by romantic gestures. I'll take you out. I just had posted notes. I don't know if you stick like posted notes around if you are in a relationship or you have been in the past. Again, if it's past relationships or current relationships that you're in, you will make that person know that you love them. And again, I am getting more romantic, like a lover, but obviously, if it's like, say, for instance, a child, you'll show them a lot of love, compassion, kindness, you'll nurture them really well. Really good parent you are. or if it's a family member, you take it as it resonates to your situation. But I just feel like you are someone who wears your heart on your sleeve and you are not afraid to show that. But in the next breath, you know how to balance it out as well. You're not just all like verbal diarrhea, showing all these lovely romantic gestures. No, with that King of Swords, you know how to balance it out in the next breath. So again, if you are a parent, you know how to nurture your children, show them love, but you show a side where you're strict, you're firm, and you have your boundaries. And this is where your children know not to cross those boundaries. That's what I'm getting here if you are a parent. Okay, let's get a couple more out. And then I want to close out your reading. Queen of Cups, yeah. Ooh, some of you could be empaths, healers, very intuitive. I feel like some people are scared of your intuition. I'm just saying. Um, some of you are definitely gifted, or just overall that intuition on point, honey. You tapped all the way in. The Star, and we have the Tower. You know what I'm getting here? It's like, yeah, things has gone tits up for you in your life. You've possibly had to rebuild and restructure your life in some form of way. You did have some form of rude awakening. I feel like what led to that, what came out of it, is you befriending your intuition. I will never go against my intuition again. And, that's part of life lessons, right? But I feel like also if things do get quite disruptive and chaotic in your life, it's like, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, it's not the greatest and it's been disruptive, but you try to remain hopeful and positive. You try not to be a negative Nancy. That's what I'm getting here. It's like, no, there's something about your energy. You act from a place of love. You mean no harm. You're really a sensitive soul, Pile 2. But no matter what comes your way, you always try to put a positive spin on it. That's what I'm getting. I'm going to pull out just a two more. I know I keep saying do more, do more. I feel like you're the sensible one when it comes to responsible drinking. So I don't know if you, like, say for instance, if it's Thanksgiving, Christmas, if you celebrate it, something about family occasions here. And it's like you don't get too carried away where you may have family or friends that you see as family. If you're going out somewhere, it's like you may feel like you're the parent, you're the one that has to be on the lookout, whether you're like the driver. It's like, okay, I'll be the one that drives to this event because I know how you lot are gonna act, all like woolies and be falling all over the place. I don't know where this is going. Something about you dropping your friends home or your family members home. So again, as I've been getting throughout this reading, a really protective energy here from you. And that's interesting because there's a counterpart now, the Queen to the King of Cups. I don't know if some of you have parents. This is really specific message for parents, for the Pile 2s out there, where your parents are still together. You still have hope. So if you are someone that hasn't had the greatest of love lives, even if you've had a partner that's passed away, and I'm sending my condolences, or just overall you've had your heart broken, you still are positive because it can be, if you've gone through betrayal, hurt, and people's done you wrong and backstabbed you, whatever the case may be, it can be easy to remain in that negative energy and be like, how some people are like, all men are the same, you tarnish people with the same brush. You're not that kind of person. It's like, yeah, I've had my heart broken, but I still believe that I'm going to find my divine counterpart. I don't feel like you've got your head in the clouds and you're remaining like in this toxic positivity headspace. No, but it's like you still remain in this, like, there's something about a couple that inspires you, like, I am going to find that love. So whether you actually witness them in the moment, like they're being loving and caring and kind to one another, whether this is your own parents, your grandparents, or a couple that that are deeply in love, and this is definitely a stable, secure relationship where they've got a lot of abundance in their relationship, possibly children, and it's like you feel inspired by another couple despite what you've gone through, and you haven't turned into someone who's bitter, because that's also what pain can put you through if you do not deal with your healing, and you've worked through that and you still remain hopeful. So I really like that for you guys. I really like that. Okay, so that's what I have here. It was a pleasure reading for you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed. If it did resonate for you, please hit the like button and take care. Bye bye.